Dear Saints, it's another good opportunity, good moment for study, and I want to welcome you to a new week. This is lesson 8, and the topic for this week is free will, love, and divine providence. We will study this week's lesson from today, the 15th of February to 21st of February, as we prepare for this week's Sabbath that will be on 22nd of February. So on the Sabbath afternoon, we get that for this week's study, we need to read the book of Luke chapter 13 verse 34, Jeremiah chapter 32 verse 17 to 20, Hebrews chapter 1 verse 3, Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4 to 5, Ephesians chapter 1 verse 9 to 11, and John chapter 16 verse 33. Our key text is drawn from John chapter 16 verse 33. New King James Version says, and I quote, "These things have I spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Providence is the term used to describe God's action in the world. How we think about God's providence makes a huge difference in how we relate to God, how we relate to others, and how we think about the problem of sin. Christians hold various understandings of divine providence. Some believe that God exercises his power in a way that determines all events to happen just as they do. He even chooses who will be saved and who will be lost. In this view, people are not free to choose other than what God decrees. In fact, people who believe this way argue that even human desires are determined by God. In contrast, strong biblical evidence shows that God does not determine everything that happens. Instead, he grants humans free will, even to the point where they and the angels can choose to act directly against his will. The history of the fall of sin and of evil is a dramatic and tragic expression of the results of abusing this free will. The plan of salvation was instituted in order to remedy the tragedy caused by the misuse of free will. Again, it's a reminder that we need to study this week's lesson in order to prepare for the Sabbath of February 2022. Sorry, February 22nd, this year 2025. Thank you and see you tomorrow on Sunday.